Hello and welcome to the mainstream. I am Simran Shiwalkar, your host for today. We are at Bengaluru presenting the second edition of Emerge Tech, the Multicity Roadshow. I have with me Mr. VijayKumar Reddy. He is the Director of Global IT Security at BNI Global. Mr. Reddy, thank you once again for being a part of this conversation and joining us today.
Yeah, thank you having me here also, and thank you for arranging this amazing event.
The pleasure is totally ours. And with that being said, if you could summarize today's experience, how the day has been, and how has all the discussion around emerging technology and security, how has it been so far?
I feel it's unique because in the past I attended either technology-oriented conferences or either security-oriented conferences, but this is kind of unique. It's a great thought because now security issue comes as technology changes.
Right.
So today we talked more on emerging technologies and the associated risk. So it's a complete package, the technology and all associated risks with it. So it was wonderful. It's a mixed, not only with the demo of a few security products or emerging technologies, also great roundtable discussions. Great that they're interested in collecting what leaders are facing a problem and how can we solve.
Right.
So instead of one side or in-house limiting in-house research, it's a great like win-win situation for both of us. So we can also tell our problems and they can also build products accordingly.
Fantastic. Next, Mr. Reddy, because you've been in the cybersecurity space for a long period of time, and as a cybersecurity leader, if you could throw some light evolving risk and the evolving threat landscape.
So phishing is number one. It is not new. It was there from last many years. Phishing was number one risk to the organization. Now that has taken next level because of taking generative AI help.
Right.
Using leveraging Gen AI, this is becoming even more tougher.
Correct.
And we spent a lot of time training our employees. You have to notify your phishing that way, this way and all. Because of very sophisticated phishing attacks, we are not able to educate employees in time, and the tools are also not able to detect in time. They might detect, but it is taking few minutes to few hours, and within that time the damage is happening. And on top of it, there is one more trend personally I'm facing problem is the man in the middle attack, which is now a bit advanced, adversary in the middle attack, and they are targeting identity related security. And apart from phishing, the identity is second biggest risk.
Right.
Last from few years, and it will continue. Now when both are joining, it is becoming even more bigger risk, and we are not able to detect in timely. The best case what we are able to do is, if we suspicious, we are blocking the account, but there is some operational issues and inconvenience to the end users. These are the two big thing. Apart from that, the risk is increasing from supply chain. Also the risk is coming from privacy now.
Correct.
Because earlier the security was issued to the large companies.
Right.
Now even a startup has a lot of PIA data, which is concerning. And the regulations are becoming stricter and stricter, and each country has come up with their own regulations. It is becoming even more tougher to manage compliance or to be aligned with the compliance. And insider risk always there, and which is going in high because of work from home.
Correct.
And remote work. Sensitive data displaying on the screen, you cannot really control.
Right.
And when we allow remotely, they're working from unsecured Wi-Fi, hotels, airports. You cannot restrict where they're working. So these are also rising issues. So these are the few top. There are other things, and overall, Gen AI is playing a crucial role. From attacker side, they're using Gen AI to attack. At the same time, defender we can call
also
this
leveraging
and
same technology.
I know today we during our tabletop discussion kind of discuss same thing. They're saying how we are leveraging AI to eliminate false alert, and how effectively we send meaningful security data to the next level. And so this is great. So now it's always, most of the time, win for bad guys because they're thinking ahead.
Correct.
Now, for we are working as a job and now it is important to understand your business well and tune your security policies according to the thing. And the security is different from large scale organization, medium, and small, but you must have adaptive security. Even though you use the industry's best practice, those are not working, so you must tailor and protect your company.
Correct. And thank you once again for providing your critical insights, Mr. Reddy. Lastly, I want to understand from you. You also spoke about regulations being, coming in the picture, and a lot of organizations wanting to have that kind of security or robust posture when it comes to building cybersecurity landscape. We also have the DPDP Act coming in picture, which is the latest, an initiative perhaps for organizations to avoid data breaches. How do you perceive this, and according to you, what does the future of security looks like?
Yeah. So in my experience, since GDPR is there for a long time, China has there long time, and California has state in the US has long time. So global companies already adapted.
Correct.
So only little fine tuning is required according to a DP Act.
Right.
Maybe how today the personal data are transferring and storing, only that concern I see. So companies which are not following any privacy practices today, it is big challenge for them. They have to understand their business. They have to understand complete life cycle of PI data, how it is being collected, stored, processed, and deleting. So it's a big challenge for the companies which is India specific companies and don't have privacy policies. Going to be a bit challenging and burden for them on both operational cost aspects.
Right.
Because you won't be able to manage. You definitely need some kind of a tools, some kind of a time to manage effectively.
Right.
So I see only a problem to companies who don't have any security practices or policies. So this is not only India problem. I think recently I was seeing survey. Even well-known sites are not published their privacy policies well. Well-known companies are not defining their cookie policies well.
Correct.
So even this not only problem here, global also same challenges, but this coming days will become even more stricter.
If it's not a top priority for organizations.
If organizations are not thinking now, part of their boardroom discussion, if not thinking, then definitely it is going to be a huge cost tomorrow and a lot of operational burden tomorrow. So today, if they're thinking any business idea and if it is involves PI, think from the start. Privacy by design is what they have to follow, and so that they can holistically address this issue.
Correct. Rightly said so. And again, Mr. Reddy, thank you so much for providing your comprehensive view and joining us today. I'm sure our viewers have a lot to take away from this session, and I look forward to seeing you again.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
you.
Thank you once again having me here.